it going?
Dude looks like a lady.
Oh. Dude looks like a lady. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, that was that hat you picked up at a thrift store and you asked the lady, how many churches do you feel like this has been in?
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
How many churches does this hat live in at some point? That's cool. I feel like this hat's been in churches.
It has. It's got a bow on it.
A bow. If this was a boat, I don't know which side it would go on.
A boat?
Because I don't know anything about boats.
We could watch Titanic.
Bow, stern.
Hello.
Hello. We're definitely going to revere this as intro to balance because we are unbalanced, which is why we're talking about balance.
Yeah.
Cool. Disclaimer.
Oh, these are the inner workings of our minds. We are not professionals. We are just sharing our journeys.
So, man, Mercury in retrograde, am I right?
It ended like, I think the 18th, and like I felt it because I slept really well.
I look forward to nighttime right now though because full moon energy has been prime, dog. It's during the day that I've been having trouble as of,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have a full moon right now in Aries, and like feeling that. Definitely feeling that.
The fire inside you.
I'm more of like a spaz. I'm like, oh my gosh, nothing's lining up. Why don't I freak out about it? When really there's no time, like there's no timeline. It is what it is. Each moment is what it is, and I should be respecting the flow, but I can't because I feel so off kilter.
I'm legitimately like that dog sipping coffee in the fiery shop.
I'm usually that way, but
everything's fine.
Right now it's like I can't find that cool side of me. I'm just like,
Yeah, I feel that, man. It's been a road. But I know most of it's in my head anyway, so like I still have peace on the outside. I'm just at a war within myself, like, no, it's fine. And my emotions are like, no, it's not. And I'm like, no, but like really, it's good. You were just taught badly. Like,
maybe I need to like just get in line with my emotions that way. Like sit them all down in a row.
Like, look, brah, you were raised wrong.
Sad jewels, happy jewels, depression jewels, get your shit together.
You said a word.
Excuse me. Let me rewind 5 seconds. Get your beep together.
Right?
Is that better?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm thirsty. Yeah, I feel that. Rewind 5 seconds. Everything I drink, I have to chase with water.
Why?
I have no idea. I'll drink like organic energy drinks at work, and I have to chase it with water. I had a customer call me out on it last week. Like, why do you always chase your energy drinks with water? I don't know. Do I do that? I do.
Do they come concentrated, and you're like, oh, let me unconcentrate that
a
little bit?
In my brain, I shouldn't be drinking anything but water. So like, but I know the vitamins are important.
Yeah.
But I still try to hydrate, and I was a pretty hardcore alcoholic for a minute, so maybe that's
fair enough.
Yeah. I just learned how to hydrate.
So with balance today, I'll talk a little bit about how I've been trying to find my balance. So I've taken a couple days to myself. I'm not really going anywhere besides work. Doing a lot of self-care. Got a pedicure. And like I'm gonna do some kind of more self-care tomorrow. And today I had like one client, and I'm like, I don't care that I don't have any for the rest of the day, because I feel like it lines up that way. Like the universe helps me find my balance too. It's like, you need this day, and I'm like, okay. And then other times it's like, you need this day, and I'm like, no, I don't. I need the money more than I need the day.
This serene midday nature wasn't completely 100% planned. It just kind of worked out that way, and things fell into place as they will sometimes. So. Pretty sweet spot today. I'm actually gonna.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, man. We're digging this.
Like, let me get down. Are you getting that really good view?
Yeah, it's great.
I can't see because glasses. Fog.
Yeah, and the sun's like coming from this way direction too. But, yep.
Oh my gosh.
Clunky. I'm just stumbling through life. Yep. It's good. Is that where it was?
Yes, something like that.
Want to fall down?
Definitely needed the nature spot today, and even when we're done filming, I plan on sitting here a minute and maybe in silence if you're cool with that. Did you know, I found out from the only client I had today that there's something called hermiting, and like there's a place not far from us, like he said in like Peevely, Missouri, where you can go out there, you can rent like a little cabin type thing, and there's no Wi-Fi, like there's no internet, and like the only thing I think he had in his room was a radio.
Yo, that's cool, man.
And like what you can do is like it's by the river and you can just stare at things. And I'm like, that sounds like something I would love to do. And
like,
you can go out there with somebody, but you both have your separate rooms. And you can go out there and be alone together.
You just do nothing.
I could stare at a wall for 24 hours.
That's cool. I can dig it. Disconnecting from technology is definitely good. I find that my anxiety is a lot higher in times that I'm very technically active.
I think.
But I'm so used to it. Like, I know that I have a cell phone problem, and I understand it's been indoctrinated. But, you know, like, those are things that I'm aware of, but I'm just not actively, you know, doing anything about them.
Well,
so I'm
like,
kind of, you know,
I understand
time passer,
that.
I guess.
No, sometimes I'm like, well, I know better, but why do I not care enough to, like, do something about it? And maybe it's because everybody else is doing it, too. You know, like...
It's just what we're used to.
I do wish I would sit down and do things that are a little bit more like proactive to like arts and crafts or things that are like physically that I'm making or doing.
And this is part of the balance and connection that I've been working on too, how I'm trying to hang around people, connect with people, and be more outgoing, like just share more of my deeper self with people, you know, not be so secluded, is because I know that I recognize that I reach out to social media as a means of connection to other people.
You do.
You know?
I've noticed that.
Yeah, and if I can do that in person on a smaller scale, because I don't like to reveal personal details about myself. You know, I like, you know, I don't know. I've always been a little more discreet about those things. You know, selective about who gets to know the deeper version of me, because that's important to me.
Well,
to me, that has value.
I think that also goes like with the way we were raised with the foster system. There were a lot of times in our growing, like in these pivotal moments of our life where we've been growing, where we were shamed for things that we were vulnerable about.
Yeah.
So that makes us, as adults, we're like, how well do you want to know me?
Right.
Like, it's going to take a lot to get through these chains.
Just so you know, because I don't even really know me on some levels, and I'm learning. I know how I feel emotionally, and my emotional, you know, makeup is the traumatic part, and then my rationalized makeup is just knowing realistically this is what this situation means, this is what these signs mean. You know, I can read my life and how I know that I want to feel in a certain situation that makes me feel secure, versus how I do feel emotionally, because in the past similar situations have caused like a certain, you know, mix up inside of me that, you know, so I react to things in ways that I shouldn't.
There are lots of
hold
events
other people accountable for
like,
those things
in my life where like I felt the energy that I felt before, and I will get sent back to that time, and like I'll associate that with other energies that I feel. So all these memories, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like I do that too.
Almost like you ever feel like your life had like a different energy feeling in different points that you were at?
Yes.
Like sagas almost?
Yeah.
Is the word I used to use in my head, which I coined as a kid when I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z. That hat has definitely been to church.
Yes,
There's
it has.
no way. Now I know. That's good. I have plenty.
It's not far.
Got my beard still long enough to grow because I just cut a bunch off of it.
You feel that wind.
It is lovely wind. I hope that it's not messing with the camera.
Sometimes,
Really
since I'm an air sign, I allow the wind to fly through me because it also takes away that energy.
Yo, that's
so think
deep.
about that. Sit here right now and like close your eyes. Feel that wind and that energy that you're feeling that's built up in your body.
Take it away.
I feel better.
That's a flow, man. Yeah, this whole place is good. This is definitely balanced me out for the day for sure, because my mental state was a little erratic.
I'm not quite balanced out for the day, but it's definitely helped my day. I'm gonna go home and like
I'm being optimistic.
Organize. I guess I'm being realistic.
Word. Pardon me.
Where were we at?
Yeah, we were really nowhere. We were in the middle of nature. Is where we're at.
I mean, conversation. I don't know.
Get back. Was there another point we wanted to make on the balance front? All the aspects of our lives. We've been juggling things lately. You know, kind of trying to find our own niche. We've just broken through to this real adult perspective, I guess, where we understand what it means that we're grown and responsible and
Yeah.
working on so many things. We're working on relationships with people, finding places that we feel comfortable where we can grow, not being stuck in current growth patterns, where we feel constricted at all. Like, I'm mothing
Honoring
it out right
ourselves.
now, dude, for real. Like,
Yeah.
I'm halfway out of a cocoon and I just have a few ties left on my wings and I'm about to just soar, man, and we have been grinding. I know I, at least, and I feel you too,
I've been
have
grinding.
been grinding self-work.
I'm like,
Just like
I'm kind of on like the plateau of it right now, though. Like, I've needed to take just a moment because things this past week got very heavy for me. So I'm like, I'm cocooning into myself at the moment. That's my balance at the moment. Is I realized I have not been honoring me a lot. I've been giving a lot of myself away, and like, I need to feel my energy again. I need to figure out who I am, where I'm at. I need to find my rooting, my grounding.
Your body language tells me that you lack comfort.
I do lack comfort right now. I can't really find it because it feels like I've spread myself so thin in so many places and areas and people that I can't find me. So I'm going back through old playlists, finding songs. There's a song that I love, and it's like, I forgot how to be me. And I'm like, yeah, that's me right now.
Do you love when you hear those lyrics and it instantly right here, it's just like,
I'm just like, yes, that's how I feel right now.
Why you gotta be like that?
No, I'm just like, yeah, honey, we on the same page. So that's where I'm at.
That's good.
But I'm still like processing. Like, I can feel myself. Like I feel a little bit of anger right now. I feel a little bit of like resentment right now. I feel depression right now. I feel all these little mixes, and what I'm trying to do is identify them, and I'm also noticing resistance within myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why I'm resisting so bad, but I think it's because I need to sit down and figure out, like, honor that, figure out why I'm resisting, because it's really important. Our emotions, like, are a whole system of guiding us about our bodies. Like, when something pops up, like, why? Figure it out.
I think in a lot of ways too, like, once you find a certain level of comfort with people, with a place, or with anything really, that comfort is nice to attain. Obtain. It's not something that we've always had.
Yeah.
So when you find comfort, even when a certain point, like, it would be better for you to let that go, and it's time for you to find that for yourself. I feel like that's a really difficult step to take.
It is. I think that's why being vulnerable is hard, though, too, for me. Like, those two things kind of coincide. I get comfortable with somebody, I become more vulnerable, but then at the same time, I get scared.
Right.
And then I want to back up because I feel like I've showed too much of myself, and like, I don't know if it's because I want to protect that and I want to be selfish over me, or if it's because I'm afraid of
being open to somebody in the past has caused me pain.
Yes.
Will this happen again? How do I know I can trust you?
Yes.
It can be difficult to build those bonds. So that's something I struggle with as well, is how much do I reveal about myself, to this person, to that person. If I'm trying to get close to people and actually build real relationships, which I'm actively working on, then, where are my limits?
Definitely.
How much do I give? And it's a journey, man.
That's kind of, I feel like, where we're both at, though. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I wonder if anybody ever does know. I mean, we can't be the only ones who feel this way, right?
No, that's the reason that we put it on camera.
Do you guys feel this way? Can you tell us?
I feel like anything else, it comes with practice.
Show us the way.
I don't know the way.
I don't know the way.
I'm learning the way.
I don't know the way.
I've learned a lot about the way. I've been learning a lot. So that's what's important, is that we're taking the steps to do these things. We're recognizing that there are small discomforts within ourselves, and we're slowly, little by little, not only, as we reveal these things to ourselves, what our needs and what we're not meeting at this point as we grow, because more things come up as we grow, what directions we need to take in our lives to have soul satisfaction.
Yeah.
And to allow ourselves that growth to become, whatever it is that we're going to really be.
Yeah.
We're trying to fit our higher purposes right now, I feel like we're both very much on being aligned for that.
Yeah.
We can't know what that'll be, but that's part of the journey too. Right now, this is where it has us, and I've definitely been in worse places.
I've been in worse places too, but I guess it's just I get so uncomfortable, and when I'm uncomfortable, I'm like, ugh. And I want to be comfort, but also I just need to, what I'm lacking right now is acceptance of where I am at.
Did you see
I have to accept where I'm at right now.
Yeah, and let go of things.
Expectations of where I want to be.
Attachments, expectations.
That's the key.
Did you see the quote that I came up with a couple of days ago? I was pretty proud of it.
What?
Growth happens when today's struggles become tomorrow's blessings.
Growth happens when today's struggles become tomorrow's blessings. I understand that.
Bro. Yeah, so I've been thinking on that a lot lately. That's one of my late night revelations when I'm just talking to myself. It's like...
Growth happens when today's struggles become tomorrow's blessings.
Yeah, dog.
And that's crazy because whenever you hear that, like you hear today and you hear tomorrow, but like time is infinite and there's really no todays or tomorrows.
Word.
So really it's like, oh, here's the struggle that you're going through. And then one day you're like, oh, it's a good thing I went through that.
Yeah.
And like now.
I adapted, I learned, I overcame.
I like that a lot.
Control without controlling. Not control. Control's such a bad word. Through understanding,
Mm-hmm.
Literally just through understanding. Understanding brings comfort. I think that's why it's difficult to let go of things sometimes, because we don't understand.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the freaking truth right there.
But letting go of what you don't understand and just enjoying the ride, that is bliss, man. That's what I'm working on anyways. Because the more I'm able to do that, the more I definitely enjoy the finer things in life, and I'm able to actually sit down and enjoy the moment and look at where I'm at and have the moments, not always looking forward, what happens next. I'm in the car, I don't want to be in the car, I can't wait till I get home.
Yeah, I don't look at life like that. Dude. I can't live like that. Like, even when I first started massage, like, I'll be honest, like, I was like that, but it's because I was uncomfortable in my environment, because I was not used to it, and here I am spending 45 to 90 minutes with people in a space where they're receiving and I am giving. And eventually now I'm just like, I get really in tune with what my client needs. Like, okay, these are the list of things that they would like worked on. What can I do in my inventory of moves inside of my head to help figure out this pain area or help bring relief to them? So then it's like I'm doing a whole just like work over. And like the cool thing is I get to figure out new moves with it. I get to figure out, like, that's just cool right there in itself. I have this person in front of me I get to try out new things on. And then like that's what makes massage like more inviting and like satisfying for me each and every day. It's because it's not just the same thing for me for each person. They each have something individual. And the ones that come to me with something that I haven't worked on before, I get to learn something new about it.
Learning and creating a positive impact.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I love what I do.
I've noticed that myself too, since I've been on this mission to be more open and receptive of other people.
Mm-hmm.
I've been more spending time with customers I don't know as much lately, listening to them talk, hearing what they have to say, because the easiest, this is the thing about the service industry, it's really the easiest thing in the world. This is how you start a conversation with somebody you don't know how to talk to. Ask them something about themselves that is open-ended, something that anybody and everybody has an opinion on, food, clothing, cinema, like whatever it may be, like literally just, and you can to a certain point profile,
Mm-hmm.
I know you look like you probably have an interest in this. I really don't care for metal music all that much. I like it, but whatever. I get that all the damn time. People, sorry. Yeah, anyways, it's just, and if you ask me what my favorite metal band is, I'll tell you, and then I'll have a whole conversation with you about how I really don't care. But point being, you've asked me my interest, and now I feel comfortable that you're interested in what I have to say, and I'm going to just spill my guts. And the more that I reaffirm that I appreciate receiving your message, the more you're willing to give it to me. So, the past week specifically, it's really helped even calm my nerves to listen to other people's stories. I was in such an anxious point for a minute about just not wanting to talk to anybody or hear anything that they had to say, because I was just in my own point in life. And
Well, we all go through that where we need a moment. Sometimes it's too hard to listen to other people whenever we're struggling within ourselves.
right.
And sometimes we need that silence to figure out this tornado that's going on in here.
But I had unpacked and I was living there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came recently to the realization that it's just more things I have to let go of.
Yeah. But know that it's okay in the future, like, to take that time again, but just don't unpack and live there.
Moderate.
Yeah. Balance.
Balance, yep.
Gotta
De-stress.
find the balance.
So, yeah, we did a lot of rambling on this one, but, it's unbalanced as we have been at the
Maybe
moment.
we should put balance/unbalanced.
The unbalanced balance.
Unbalanced, balanced.
Libra here's supposed to be the queen of that, right? Or the king of that, whatever you prefer.
We are about to enter Scorpio in like 2 days, I'm pretty sure. Or 2 days. So we're at the end of Libra, in an Aries full moon, entering into Scorpio.
Everything's gonna be alright.
It's gonna be fine.
Everything's fine.
It's all fine.
Cool. Leave a like if you don't mind to. That stuff really helps us out. If you're still here, thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Mom, Miranda. Jonna. Yep.
Yeah. That's all, folks.
Yep, that's the good stuff. All right, much love and appreciation to you guys. Thanks for sitting with us, and as always, throw us some comments, man. Make conversation. We dig talking.
Especially after the part where I looked at the camera and I'm like, do you guys feel that way? Please leave us feedback, because this is something that I'm very stuck on, and I don't have a therapist at the moment. You do. Ask your therapist for me.
I will.
So, any of you out there, too, that have any, inklings, I think I want a therapist again. I miss that. Having somebody to go, ask questions to.
It's not a bad thing.
All right, friends. Thanks. Bye.